Hi everyone, it is time for another edition of Angela's American Adventure. We're at Iowa Speedway. It's a little warm, a little steamy, but we're gonna check this place out. You ready?
Yeah.
Hop in.
You're gonna drive this time?
I am gonna drive this time.
Woo!
Let's
Oh,
go.
it's hot. When you said we're going to the cornfield, I thought we were actually going to the cornfield.
Do you like corn? You're a
I
vegetarian.
love corn. It's actually one of my favorite foods.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Although I cut the corn off the cob and
Yeah.
then use my fork to eat
Yeah,
it.
You're very dainty that way.
It comes from having braces when I was a kid.
All right.
I kept
so-
the good habits.
All right, I have,
You've got some.
I did some homework. I
Oh
have
my God,
corn
I feel unprepared.
trivia because I knew we were gonna be doing it. All right, so Iowa is the largest producer of corn in the United States.
Wow.
All right.
I did not know that.
90% of the land in Iowa is devoted to agriculture.
Ah.
Think about how important it is here in
Yeah.
the state of Iowa.
Amazing.
Check this out. 2.2 billion bushels of corn are produced annually here in Iowa. Think about that. 2.2 billion. That's a lot.
That's a lot of corn.
Bushels. Illinois is second, Nebraska's third, Minnesota's fourth, Indiana's ranked fifth. So
Oh,
at the heart of the
amazing.
Midwest,
Yeah.
a lot of corn here.
I'm living in corn country.
Did you know this? New Zealand is
Oh.
known for growing sweet corn. Is that a thing in New Zealand?
This
sweet
is
corn?
sweet corn.
Well, yes.
And we
but
call
apparently,
this sweet corn.
Oh,
But then we put it in a can. So I'm
Right.
pretty sure it's the same corn.
Yeah.
And then we put it in a can and we put it with like this really yummy sauce. And
yeah,
that's sweet corn.
like cream corn or
Yeah,
something
like cream
that?
corn.
Yeah,
And you can
okay.
have it on your toast.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Iowa Speedway, 7/8 of a mile around.
7/8
That's
of a mile.
extremely. They call
So-
it the fastest short track on the planet.
On the planet?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that. So they're doing like, I know we're doing like 18-second laps,
Yeah, 17-second lap.
17-second laps. We've just had quali.
Yep.
And we're about to go straight into a race.
250 laps around.
Yeah,
here.
insane.
That's a lot. And you know, your boy Marcus sleeps it off, and then in the morning gets to do it all over again.
It's just insane though. So he's just come off quali. We've just fed him. We didn't feed him corn.
No.
We fed him peanut butter sandwiches.
Good,
That's
protein.
That's his pre-race meal. And he's in engineering at the moment. We've got an hour break while they're turning everything around. We're going to quickly go to the spotters
Yeah.
to see what the spotters see.
Check it out.
And then they're going racing. This is crazy. And we're racing again tomorrow. Wow, this is like the best view in the house. This would be a seriously good place to propose to someone.
Really? Really?
Not that I'm not.
What are you saying? Let's check this out.
Let's check
Come
this
on,
out.
that's a whole other show.
So they're not actually. There's no spotter. There'll be no spotters up here now, I imagine.
Later
So-
on.
Okay.
In fact, this is a restricted area during the race just for spotters.
Okay. Oh wow. And these
Look at this
people
view,
are
huh?
always here, or are they just?
Oh no, they're just here
Oh wow. We get to see the concert
protecting
too.
and serving. Hi guys, how are
Okay.
you?
Hi. You guys have got the best seat in the house. Have you got a ticket? Have you got your ticket?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, that's all right. I'm just kidding. Okay, wow. So during the race, this
Yeah.
is just the spotters that are up here, right?
Spotters are up here. They have radio communication to the team and to the driver himself, because you think about it, you're going, 180 miles an hour around here. You got to be able to help direct them around traffic, or at least
Right.
let them know what's ahead. And that's something that you said earlier, you don't have in Formula One, right?
Well, yeah, no, we don't have spotters at all. And in Indy, we had 2 spotters. Here
Yeah.
we only have 1, because
That's
obviously
right.
they can see the whole circuit, right? I was talking to one of my spotters earlier on. They were saying that our cars are actually going into the corner at 192
Crazy, right?
miles per hour,
Yeah.
which is 300,
Mind-boggling.
300 kilometers an
Yeah.
hour. Oh my God, that's seriously insane.
Wait, you did the conversion to the metric system just like that?
No, I looked it up earlier.
Ah! That's amazing.
So the spotters are basically calling what's happening behind, and sometimes
More importantly, what's happening in front of them.
That's
Because
what-
if something's going on up front, there's a spin, hey, go low, or stay high, stay high. Try to avoid being caught up in it, right?
Okay.
So-
And I've actually heard on our radio, our spotter actually gives some tips on lines as well. If
Yeah.
they see someone else taking a bit of lines.
Yeah.
They're
It's
kind of
really
like an
fascinating.
engineer, a strategist in some ways as well. I think they get involved in all parts of the racing if they can without obviously too much information.
Does Marcus care? Is there a lot of chatter on Marcus Armstrong?
I don't think any race team gives any information that's not necessary.
Yeah.
I think they all know and they respect that when the driver's out there, the focus it takes for the driver to do what they're doing, they don't want to disrupt that. So they only give information when it's really important information.
all the spotters have their spot marked, right?
Oh yeah.
But some of them they like to keep a cheat sheet, let's call it.
What?
So they
don't know all the drivers?
So they know, well, some of them change spots
they do.
week in and week out.
This is the other thing.
So they know, okay, the yellow car, so Scott McLaughlin's in a yellow XPEL car this week.
Yeah, and we change up our sponsors as
Marcus
well.
Armstrong,
So last week we were orange.
Yeah.
We were racing with Root sponsor. This week we're Ridgeline. For the first practice session, I kept looking at the orange car and I was like, oh no, that's not us.
Not us.
But it was okay because it's a small oval. So
Right.
18 seconds later, I got the right car.
Yeah. All right, all these new little nuances for IndyCar.
And
right?
I'm learning it on the go. Like it's
Yeah.
embarrassing to say, but like you can only pick it up by experiencing it.
Does your love of this sport increase as you go along, as you
Oh,
learn more and more about it?
absolutely. And the more challenging it is as well, the more exciting it is. So there's so many different nuances about Indy that I just didn't appreciate until I started working for it. So I'm really enjoying it.
That's
so
awesome.
yeah.
That's awesome. All right, they're telling us we have to go, but
yeah?
Luke Combs is playing.
Okay.
We can just hang
Should we
out and
do
watch
some-
Luke Combs the rest of the night if you want.
I don't know. I like being at the front of concerts. I like being in that mosh pit.
Oh, the mosh pit.
The mosh pit.
That's awesome.
Don't
All
you?
right. I mean, sure. Maybe we can squeeze our way in there. I don't know.
I think with VIP
We know
passes.
you. We know you. All right, that's another edition of Angela's American Adventure. Thanks for doing this.
That's right. So much
Coming to
fun.
a racetrack near you.